Y'all, I just love this whole couple thingy. I mean, I have heard about Trisha over the years in the beauty passion or pageant arena.
Yeah.
And when I spoke with you the very first time, the way in which you spoke about your husband, I was like, when we decided to redo this, I said I would really love to meet her husband. I would really love the opportunity for them to be together. So tell me, how did the two of you meet? Who wants to take the ball? Who wants to shoot the shot? Or who shoot the shot? Oh.
I'm the aggressor. So, we actually met at, it was his friend. And that's the thing about it. It was a friend of a friend of a friend. We went to a wedding. And then, some time passed and we went back to another friend's wedding. And it had a lot to do with the weddings. And so we kept meeting up and eventually we became friends for a very long time. We started talking, hanging out. We never really dated per se. We just hung out and we just talked for years. And I think that's what really, no, I know that's what really made it special in the end.
Mm-hmm.
And so my favorite part of this story is years after when we finally decided, let's do this. I remember the night he walked, listen, that night this man showed up to, that day this gentleman showed up to my house. And he was my best friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he stepped out, he turned up his swag because he's by nature very simple, but it's almost like, it's like, okay, let me just do this for her kind of thing. So I'm looking at this man like, oh, Jesus, what am I looking at my best friend? Where is his thoughts? Where is his feelings coming from? No, it's your best friend. You cannot have these thoughts about it. But
what thoughts do you have?
listen, he was so fine. It was like the first time I saw my best friend, like fine. Like I was never having these thoughts about the man for years. And all of a sudden, I'm like, damn. And it's like, and I'm trying to contain myself. And I remember the second day he wore pink. And I'm like, okay, no, this is it, game over. And I realized, like, and I even said this to him, I said, I don't know, maybe I'm just, materialistic, but how many times materialistic this is working? But I remember the night, the first time he kissed me. It was like one of those, back in the days, romance novel. Because I remember closing the door, taking my pillow, and just squeezing it. And I'm like, oh my God. And then he, I called him on the phone because he was walking up and I said, so you kissed your best friend, what next? And I was scared because I didn't want to lose my best friend. And, he was saying to me, you're not going to lose your best friend, you're just going to have, an added bonus. And we got married. He said, let's get married. And we did.
Just
like
like
that year.
Uh-huh.
We got married next year. I'll save that story for next time, but we did get married.
Okay. So you gained a husband
And a best friend.
and a best friend. What about Tricia Grant before she became Lewis? Drew you?
Well, she's beautiful, so but I tell you what, I always used to watch Lucas True Girl Girl and stuff. Like I told her that years after I told her, I was like, I wonder what kind of wife you would be. Because those days she used to be out there like weighing different, she weighing the pieces from love. Sometimes the short pieces, but whatever pieces she was always out there. And she had that step. I don't know if it's because of the modeling, but she always had that step was in her. So when I used to just look at her, I was like, oh, what kind of wife But
And
she's a very, I should say charming too.
Mhm.
She's gentle. She's full of love. She's full of love.
so you're coming, Tricia, you're coming from the pageant world,
Yeah.
and you're a fisherman. I mean, I love fish, so we gonna be good friends. So but the fact of the matter is, in our society pushed world,
Yeah.
especially in our small Grenada, they'll be like, they might have said, "What you should doing with him?"
Right.
Did y'all hear those conversations? Did y'all hear those thoughts? Or did that come your way?
Really? I would say, you know, I mean,
It was more, I think it was more like an infatuation, like what could those two possibly have in common? Because we're coming from two very separate worlds. And even with me, I didn't know at first, like, I'm like, oh my god, like he likes cricket. And I hated cricket, but I love cricket just because I get to be with him. I still I don't understand the game, but just spending time with him. And because I come from a materialistic world pretty much, it did for me, I was concerned at time to time, would this stick because I love him, like I like being around him, but do we have anything in common? And so I asked him a lot, like, what about me? Because, so even when people they couldn't understand, it was okay for me because I understand, they couldn't see that. But I think it's the fact that we come from separate worlds that we get along so well because it's almost like opening a gift every day. You never know what to expect kind of thing. I mean, we're kind of getting better at it, but still, we have that diversity and that's what really works for us. But at core, we were best friends and we still are.